Today I'm at the Functional Bodybuilding Lab to learn handstand skills from my buddy Zac Height. We got introduced from the CrossFit world and now he's become an expert in handstands amongst other things. And like any functional bodybuilder, staying injury-free is a big priority to get the most out of your movement and stay consistent. So Zac's going to show us a warm-up for handstand drills. Once you hit this, be sure to check out my other video with Zac that shows you handstand skills and drills with some expert tips.
Handstands is a full body exercise, right? There's a lot of control that goes on. And to be able to get into the most efficient handstand shape, having the shoulders open, having the hips open is super important. Having the wrists nice and warmed up so that they can function without getting sore and stiff. Because with handstands, if you want to get good, you really need to train them quite often. You know, every day, maybe not a ton of time every day, but the more often you can train them, the better. So if you're training without warming up and getting those little nagging injuries with handstands, they're going to add up a ton over time. So we're going to do what's called a first knuckle push-up. So we're going to push through this first knuckle of our index finger while keeping our elbows locked nice and firm and our shoulders strong at the top. Push as high as you can, up to 90 degrees if they'll go, and then slowly lower yourself back down. We'll do 10 of them.
So you have weight in all of your first knuckles or just your index finger?
Just mainly the index. Mainly the index. These are as hard as you make them. A lot of times people will want to get into this full position and work here. That puts a lot of strain on the wrist. So like really you can just lean forward a little bit and keep some body weight on top of your hands and get plenty of weight in this kneeling position. It's no hurry to get into a full plank position unless you're just trying to show off and let everyone know how strong your fingers are. Let's go to the knuckles now, and then this one, and then push ourselves back up to the top. Depending on how much pressure you want to put on the wrist, you can go really close to your body to be a lot more gentle. And then this one, I'm not even gonna try it. You can also do this one in a full push-up position, but that's kind of just going overboard for me. Yeah, and then the same idea here, we want to try to push through those first knuckles, kind of like we're punching the floor. Okay. This one I would normally have regular people do on a padded surface, but since Marcus is pretty tough, he can handle it.
You gotta assume I'm as regular as they come.
Yeah. Kind of a peeling action, and then just rock back forward. 4 or 5 of these, nice and easy. The longer you can keep the heel of your palm down, the more stretch you'll get. And then from here, with our chin up, we're gonna try to push our shoulders down towards the ground, arch our backs, and really trying to keep the shoulders externally rotated as we drive that chest down to the floor. Here's to give yourself a little more room. If you're less flexible like Marcus and I, staying on the palms is completely fine. Oh, let's flop down on our stomachs, get a little space, and we'll just do a simple AT-YT. So we'll do a raise here, raise at the sides, externally rotate strong in the T, raise in the Y, try to keep the ribs down, and then back to that T.
So you're telling me I can do this without crossover symmetry bands?
Isn't it funny that we can just use gravity?
What?
Keep the tension down through the hips, switch legs, 2 or 3 pulses. So we're really just trying to turn that hip over and lift. You can get 10 to 15 of these per side. They go pretty quick. You can just kind of shuffle right back and forth. Same thing with the knees. We're working for straight legs, but a little knee bend is fine. We'll hinge as low as we can. Just kind of sink into it with that back straight, and then come right back up. 10 of these.
And coming up in the next video,
with the handstands, you always want to control down as much as possible. So that's like free work towards the press to handstand.
it's a money take-home point right there. It's like true for most of everything we do in the gym. It's like, just be a little bit more diligent about lowering your weights to the floor, catch your last wall ball, don't drop the deadlift from the top. Like,
you did all the work to get up there, like control it down, and you suddenly are gaining eccentric strength and control.
Yeah, you did all that for the set. You might as well finish it, right?
Yeah.
You might as well get the most out of it. It's like 3 more seconds.
That handstand felt like the best one I've ever